And for the record, I need to recant. So remember we were talking a long time, well, not a long time ago, a few episodes ago,
Yep.
about the dude on the Spurs.
Yeah, Wembala Flim.
Wemba Flim.
Yeah.
Yo, the Spurs are doing horrible, guy.
Yeah, they're horrible all of a sudden, yeah.
But he's still playing well.
Yeah, he's doing good.
It's like they don't have a team.
Yeah.
He
Nobody surrounding him at all.
No, but I was like, yo, what's up with these guys? They've only won 4 games.
Yo, do you know right now Detroit has like a 20-something game losing streak? I just read it this morning. I was on
Detroit?
Yeah, I read an article. Detroit Pistons lose their 20-something game in a row.
Yo, who's over there?
In a row, guy. Like,
don't they have like one of the young?
Yeah, they have a couple of nice young players.
Yeah, don't they have?
Dwayne Casey's the coach too.
2 years ago, they had the rookie guy. He was nice.
And they got another, because they sucked last year, so they got another
rookie this year.
Yo, they have a nice young team, guy. They really do. Except
they suck.
They suck. Like I don't know.
Well, you know what it is.
I don't know what's going on down there.
They don't. They probably have no good veteran leadership.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's
when you're too young. It's like you're like,
yo,
you need that guy.
In all honesty, they're gonna end up right in the mix for another like fucking top 4 pick.
You need an Oakley to come tell your players
slap guys around. Yeah.
Yo, exactly. They're playing so soft.
Yeah.
You know?
They'll become and clap people down.
That's what happened to Vince. Oakley came. Yo, Vince, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're playing so soft for
it. Yeah.
And then he started dunking on people.
Yeah.
You know?
And Vince was able to because he had an enforcer. If you went and fuck with Vince and try to like foul him hard and stuff.
Oh yes.
Yo, you're catching a clap. Like you will.
I love Oakley.
Yeah, Oakley's one of my all-time favorites.
Oakley and remember the X-Man Xavier.
Yo, Xavier McDaniels.
Yes.
Xavier McDaniels.
He's another guy that would. Yo, you know what he was like? He was like, what's his name that plays on? Talking about people taking people out.
Yeah.
Did you see that play? Was it 2 days ago?
Draymond? Yeah. When he full on cuffed the dude in the face.
And I love how he does it.
He made it.
He makes it seem as though he was turning.
Yeah.
But why did he turn in your hands like this? Yeah. You turned.
You threw a punch.
He went like this and then turned and then tried to step over. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, and then tried to fall.
Nobody turns with their hand clutched.
Yeah.
Like if you say Jay, I'm gonna be like, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
didn't mean to hit you. Yeah.
Just balled up my fist and boxed you in your mouth.
Yo, he full on
clocked him, guy.
Clocked him. He's suspended indefinitely now. Like indefinitely because he was just suspended like 2 weeks ago.
Well, for choking out
Rudy Gobert.
So he's not coming back?
The NBA is gonna set like protocols for him, like probably like anger management, probably like stuff like that, like that type of HR kind of stuff that you have to do before you get back, because he choked that guy and they suspended him for 6 games. It wasn't even really a bad choke. He was just pulling him out of the pile, but it was around his neck. So okay, choke. He didn't choke him.
He didn't.
He just pulled him out in a headlock.
Yeah.
Right. In my mind, I don't think it was that bad, but because he has a record.
That's what it is.
That's what the NBA said it. They're like, we have to look at your past, your history. You have a history of shit like this, kicking a dude in the balls.
Yes.
Doing some real iffy sort of things. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I love Draymond. I don't know. You know why? Because he's a fucking troll and a half, and I fucking love him.
So I seen this little video someone made. They're like Draymond Green training. So it was this dude. And he set up a whole bunch of boxes.
Oh yeah.
And he's just like turning and bat.
I saw the kick in the balls one.
Yeah.
They have like a crash test dummy just like this, and it's just like you step forward, whap, kicking the balls. Step back, step forward, whap, kicking the balls. I was like,
you guys
that's creative, guy. Like that's funny.
You guys are hilarious. But you know what? Since we're on basketball, I have a comparison for you.
Oh, you want to do it now, or you want to do it in the next segment?
No, I want to do it right.
All right, let's knock it out of the park. Let me hear what you got.
I want you to compare Iverson.
Is this who would I rather, or just you want to hear my thoughts on the comparison? Who would I rather, or am I trying to like pick one out of the two?
Yeah, you gotta pick one.
Okay, I gotta pick one. Go. Allen Iverson.
Kyrie Irving.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yes. So
Oh
I was
my
doing that
God.
myself, and I'm like, I actually went and looked at video,
Oh my
and I'm
God.
like, yo, they're exactly the same.
Yeah, the handles are fucking dirty.
They're
on a
exactly the same.
Yeah.
They make people like
fall down
fall down
all the time.
all
And they
the
can,
time
And they can score like out of their asses.
out of their asses, guys,
Yeah,
and
they-
make you.
See, Kyrie technically has a couple, 2 rings or 1 ring. He has 1 ring with the Cleveland, right?
Yes,
With the Cavs.
yes,
He hit that shot.
yes.
Like, and he made impact on that too. He wasn't just
Well,
like
he was the reason why they won.
Yeah, he was the reason.
Because the year before he didn't play,
Right, and they lost.
and they lost.
Yeah.
And that year, because LeBron
Didn't
needed
Dirk win the year before or something like that, or
had needed help. Who won before that?
Dirk in Dallas?
No, it was. Remember, they
Spurs?
went to the finals.
Spurs.
No, Cleveland went to the finals, and they got dummied by.
Dallas.
No, it wasn't Dallas. It was same team.
San Antonio Spurs?
No, why am I drawing a blank?
LA Lakers?
No, the Splash Brothers there.
Oh,
Curry.
Curry and them. Yeah. Okay.
Because remember,
Yeah.
Irvin wasn't in there, so Curry
Just went nuts.
went nuts.
Went nuts. Yeah.
And then the next year, they went back, and Kyrie guarded Curry.
Yeah.
And it was a different
All
game.
up in his pocket, yeah.
Oh,
And
yes.
offset his points because Kyrie was scoring
There you
just
go.
as much, right? You know, they
They
offset.
tried to put the other Splash Brother on Kyrie, but he just wet him.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. That guy is unguardable.
Yeah. Yo, so
When
be
he
honest-
wants to play.
So let's do this because they're both unguardable. Their handles, like Kyrie's handles, are like something that I've never seen before.
Oh yes,
Even-
but you know that when Iverson came in the league, that's when they started cracking down because they were like, yo, you're carrying.
And he wasn't though.
And he wasn't. He was just his head fake was
Yeah.
so dirty.
Yeah,
They had to change the rule because of him.
because of him. Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And remember, he's the first person to make Jordan break his ankles.
Yeah. Yo, he shook him, boy.
Shook him.
He shook so many people though. Anybody who ended up in front of him got shook, including Jordan. Jordan was lost. Jordan was like 5 steps away from him.
Yes.
When he shook him, Jordan, he didn't fall,
but
but he went that way.
yes.
You know?
So it's like for me, like I was trying to do the comparison. I'm like, I can't. I can't
Yeah.
pick one.
I don't know.
They're both to me. Kyrie has a better dribble finish,
Yeah.
but Iverson was a better dribble scorer.
Yeah. Well, Iverson carried teams. Like Iverson was the number 1 guy
Yes.
on most teams he was on
Yes.
for his career. He was the guy.
Yes.
You know,
When we're talking about handles,
Kyrie has.
Kyrie has better handles.
Yeah,
when we talk about
I agree.
finish,
I agree.
Iverson has a better finish.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like you guys are even because what the other one can't do, the other one can do.
Yeah. The only thing Kyrie's got on him is the
The
ring.
ring, the one ring, and
Yeah.
it's like, for me personally,
This time,
Iverson-
this time the ring.
Iverson
Might not
played
count.
in a wrong era because if he was playing now, if Iverson was playing
Like, where
with-
nobody could touch him. Yeah.
guy, the Lakers, remember the finals?
They bodied him.
Lou,
Yeah.
that guy held him,
Yeah. Holding. Yeah. Like pure
And, yo-
clutching, grabbing, holding. Yeah.
and he was still scoring 30 points.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm okay.
we didn't see that.
Yeah.
Let's edit it in.
Yeah. Fuck that. Leave it in. That's all right. I'm gonna get this coffee. Folgers And if you wanna, I say the same thing. Iverson, I don't know, it's different. I don't know. Kyrie, I agree with you. Kyrie, the handles. Iverson's so unguardable, and what was the man?
Yo.
And the way, and I don't know. If Iverson had a ring, I would say Iverson 100%.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing that separates them is the ring.
Yeah. That's the thing that to me brings Kyrie just above. But if Iverson had the ring, it to me would be clearly above.
Yeah.
He would be clearly above. But maybe he just needed a little more help. Maybe he played in the wrong era, like you say. Like they bodied him and
Could
held
you
him.
imagine nobody could touch him?
It would just he'd be 50. He'd be dropping 50 on everybody, right?
So this is something I've been hearing online, and
Yeah.
they're saying that like the old school players couldn't play with the new school players because they just wouldn't be able to hang. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like the new school era, the level of basketball is higher.
Yeah.
But could you imagine these old school guys playing where you couldn't hold them,
Or grab them or clutch them or hit them.
Hit them like Detroit couldn't play their defense.
No, half of them would be thrown into the game in the first quarter.
could you imagine Jordan?
Yeah.
And you couldn't hold him?
Yeah.
The whole reason why he didn't score 50 a game was because he was getting held.
Getting held and hit, and every time he went in. I don't like the thing like people are more athletic now than they were then. You know how athletic Michael fucking Jordan was?
But it doesn't matter. Like,
but
it's era, so you can't be like, you gotta judge for the era. When Dr. J played, he was the most athletic in his era. You can't tell me that he's not athletic.
Yes, of course he is, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. The standard, meaning the base player, is a lot better.
Yeah, yeah.
But the guys who are at the top are still at the top.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I agree. Because there's like fucking George Gervin, like there's Clyde the Glide Drexler, there's dudes who were athletic. Dominique Wilkins.
Come on now.
Sean
Kemp.
Tell me these guys were not athletic. I mean, Sean Kemp ended up being a fat slob towards the end, right?
But still, fat slob Sean Kemp would still dunk on these kids.
He was killing people. Like, don't tell me that era, like Larry Johnson, like everybody said LeBron is a freak. Larry Johnson was a freak.
Oh yes, he was the first dude that came in like a bodybuilder.
Like square, like SpongeBob SquarePants, built fucking square.
David Robinson guy.
David Robinson
was the first guy to come out there like
so ripped because he came from like Navy.
Yeah,
was it
like it was
the Navy Academy or one of those Army or Navy or one?
I think it was the Navy. I think Navy.
One of them, but he came out like that's a freak of nature right there. That David Robinson body. He was the original Dwight Howard. Remember Dwight Howard?
There you go. There's another guy.
Yeah. Dwight Howard was a fucking
and then you know
absolute beast.
People forget about Shaquille. So we have all these.
To me, Shaq is still the greatest center. I'm. That's my guy.
You have all these arguments on who's the GOAT and who's a great player, but he's another guy who they changed the rules because of him.
Yeah.
The Hack-a-Shaq rule. They had to reinforce the nets because of him.
Yeah.
Like, he changed the way how teams built their team.
Yeah.
You had to have 2 or 3 big guys
just to foul him
that weren't even good.
Yeah, just to foul him.
Just for bodies.
Yeah, bodies to go in
and give fouls.
To eat up fouls. Yeah, to eat up because he would. Like Shaq is the most dominant
guy
center
ever.
Maybe the most dominant player. I might be willing even to go there.
I would say
like the most dominant player ever to play. Like, this dude just absolutely. Imagine Shaq now. Imagine not being able to touch Shaq.
Oh my God.
What the fuck are you going to do?
50 a night.
What are you going to do?
50.
So Shaq played through all that.
100 a night.
Yeah, Shaq played through all that contact, and they if you watch old school Shaq games, you know how much he's getting fouled, and they didn't call it because they couldn't call it every single play, right?
I know.
So just let him get hacked, and he kept scoring.
It's funny because he'd go to the basket, slap.
Yeah.
Finger roll, slap. Okay, foul.
Yeah.
It's like you could have called it like 10 minutes
100 times all the way up.
Like, what do you do?
Shaq is all the way. I remember we did the most dominant sports person ever. We talked about Serena Williams. We talked about Michael Phelps. We talked about Usain Bolt. We didn't mention Shaq. We should actually edit that list and put Shaq right in there with those people.
Oh, for 100%.
Absolutely unstoppable, and you had the fear going up against him.
Yeah.
The same fear of like Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But even more fear because Shaq is 7 foot whatever the fuck, 300 and whatever pounds.
Well, you seen what he did to Akeem.
Oh yeah,
he wore him like a knapsack and still two-hand dunk.
But Shaq on one of his shows, his Inside the NBA with Kenny and all those guys.
Yeah.
Shaq said the 2 people that gave him the most problems in his career was Hakeem Olajuwon and shit. I forgot the other one that he said. Was it Yao Ming?
Fling. I think it was Yao Ming.
It might have been Yao Ming.
I heard him talk about...
He might have said Yao Ming, but there was 2 people.
I heard him talk about Yao Ming was a hard person. Because Yao Ming was, what, 7'6"?
Yeah, 7'6".
And how tall is Shaq? 7'2"?
7'1".
So there you go.
Yeah.
I remember watching something he said that Yao Ming gave him trouble.
Mm-hmm. That must have been it. But, fucking Shaq. And I love Shaq. Shaq's one of the funniest fucking dudes in the world. One of the nicest fucking dudes in the world.
I love it when him and Kenny, get into it. Because it's like...
Or Barkley.
No, Barkley gets into it. I love
Yeah.
But him and Kenny is funny.
Yeah.
So there was a one where you know how Kenny always likes to run to the board.
Yeah. Oh, and Kenny knocked him into the
Yo,
tree.
Kenny running and bodied him into the Christmas tree.
Christmas tree.
Yo,
he's done it twice.
I died.
He bodied. He like it was like 3 years apart.
Yes.
He bodied him into a tree like in 2017 or something, and then he did it again like last year or whatever. Yeah. And bodied him into the fucking tree, guy.
You see this big ass Shaq.
Yo, and all I hear is, "Okay, Kenny. Okay, Kenny. Okay, Kenny." He's just like, "Yo, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker." Like, "Okay, Kenny."
And you know, Shaq's a troll, so
yeah.
That's gonna be one that he's gonna wait it out.
Yeah, Shaq's gonna get him back one day. Like they're gonna run to the board. Shaq's gonna trip him.
Oh yes,
or something. Yeah. I remember one time they got up to run to the board, but Shaq's leg had cut around a wire or something.
Oh, I seen that one.
And he got up, he tried to run, and he fucking face planted down.
Yeah, I seen that one.
Yo, and then he blamed Kenny. He's like, "Okay, Kenny." Kenny's like, "What the fuck did I do?" He's like, "Yo," or maybe Ernie. Maybe he was vexed at Ernie.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Okay, yo, congratulations to Ernie Johnson, by the way, Sports Broadcast Hall of Fame. He just got his his thing for Sports Broadcast Hall of Fame, man." Like, yo, that show, Inside the NBA, is one of my inspirations for sitting in front of a camera and speaking.
Like, oh yes.
I absolutely love that show. I absolutely love their dynamic. I feel like we kind of emulate the dynamic that they have there with the shit talk.
Yeah.
We get on each other every so often.
I love Charles on that show. It's like
Charles, my guy, man.
Charles, like, yo, you know what I love about Charles is he puts his foot in his mouth like all the time.
He doesn't take it back.
And like, but it's not like, oh my god, I should not say something.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna keep talking.
You double down. Yo, he said. Remember, he was saying something. This is one funny thing of Shaq. He was talking about. They're talking about San Antonio, and he just said something about the girls being big down in San Antonio, and they were like, "Whoa, what are you saying?" He's like, "What are you talking about? Yo, them girls big down there, boy. Them girls big." And because they were trying to give him a thing like, "Yo, you mean something?" He's like, "Nope." Them girls are big down in San Antonio. Whatever. And he kept doubling down.
Yeah.
And then they went to break or whatever. And because he said, "No, them girls big, man. Must be all them churros they're eating." And they went to break or whatever, or maybe it was the next day or something. They came back and he had a bowl of churros.
Oh.
And he's eating the churros. He's just fucking eating churros. You know those long things,
yes,
right?
I know.
And he's dipping it and he's eating. And he's like, "I get it. I know why y'all so big." He still didn't take it back. He's like, "These churros delicious, yo."
Oh, that's hilarious.
Dude ate like a bowl of churros on thing and still didn't take it back. He just said, "Nah, man, them girls are big." He goes, "You can't tell me they're not." He didn't take it back at all.
True. It's so true, though.
Yeah. That's just hilarious, guy.
I love Charles.
Yeah, he's the best. And he never takes it back. He's like, "I'm not a role model." Remember that commercial?
Yes.
He's like, "I ain't a role model."
I'm not a role model.
Yeah.
Since back in the day, Charles was Charles.
Yeah, he's just like, "I say what I say. You're a fan of me or you're not. I'm not a role model."
You know, your parents should parent.
Yeah, your parents should parent you.
Exactly.
Which I agree.